Hello, 6th grade. In this next video, we'll continue talking about how to divide by fractions. And just like you saw in the previous video, the same rule is going to apply for the problems you'll see here. When we're dividing by a fraction, we need to multiply by that fraction's reciprocal. And just a reminder, the reciprocal of a fraction is, again, the fraction you get when you flip the numerator with the denominator. So we have a little saying in this class to help us remember how to divide by fractions, and that saying is what you see here in red. Don't you fret, don't you cry, flip the one you're dividing by. So we're going to practice this now in these examples. Starting with number 1, we have the fraction 5/6 divided by 2/3. The most common mistake I see when students are trying to divide fractions is they flip the incorrect fraction or they flip both fractions. So you always flip the one you're dividing by. So the 2/3 here, that is the fraction that we're going to flip, and 2/3, its reciprocal, becomes 3/2, or 3/2. Your division sign, again, changes to multiplication when you do your flip. The first fraction, though, 5/6, that stays the same. So don't try to flip your first fraction. It stays 5/6. So now we have the multiplication problem, 5/6 times 3/2. We're going to multiply our 5 times 3 together, our numerators, and then our 6 times 2 together, our denominators. We'll look for any opportunities to cancel. I see I have a 3 on the top and a 6 on the bottom, so I can cancel out 3 and 6, but by dividing both of those by 3, I get a 1 and a 2 in their place. So now I have 5 times 1 over 2 times 2. This gives me the fraction 5/4, which becomes the mixed number 1 and 1/4. Number 2, we have 1/2 divided by 1/3. Again, the second fraction is the one that we flip. So 1/3, its reciprocal would be 3/1. Our division sign changes to multiplication. Our first fraction, though, 1/2, that stays the same, 1/2. So now we'll take, in our numerator, we have 1 times 3. Our denominator, we have 2 times 1. I can't cancel anything here, so this just becomes 3/2, which as a mixed number would be 1 and 1/2. For number 3, we have 2/3 divided by 3/8. Again, the second fraction flip, so this becomes 8/3. Division sign, we change that to multiplication, and our first fraction stays as it is, 2/3. So this will be 2 times 8 over 3 times 3. I can't cancel anything, top or bottom, for this one. So 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 will go into 16 one whole time with a remainder of 7. So my answer would be 1 and 7/9. Okay, for our word problem on the back, it says Mrs. Kerniak has a bag of suckers that weighs 3/4 of a pound. If she wants to divide them into 12 equal packages, how many pounds of suckers will be in each package? Okay, so for this problem, first of all, it's going to be a division problem. We can see that by that word divide right there. We're taking our entire bag of suckers, which is 3/4 of a pound. And we're trying to divide, okay, this bag here, the 3/4 of a pound, into smaller packages, and we want 12 total packages. So we're trying to see how many groups of 12 we can divide this 3/4 bag into. So we're taking the entire bag, divided into 12 smaller packages. So this is 3/4 divided by 12. Be really careful with division problems. Division problems are different than multiplication in terms of it matters which fraction comes first and which fraction or whole number comes second. Okay, so make sure you write this problem as 3/4 divided by 12 and not the other way around. So now we know that when we're dividing by fractions or whole numbers, okay, we want to flip the one we're dividing by. So our 12 is really 12 over 1. And if I flip this fraction, its reciprocal is 1 over 12. My division sign becomes a multiplication sign, and my first fraction stays the same. So this is now 3/4 times 1/12. So we have 3 times 1 over 4 times 12. I see a 3 on the top and a 12 on the bottom. Both are divisible by 3, so I can cancel. And I get a 1 and a 4. So now we have 1 times 1 over 4 times 4, which gives me an answer of 1/16. So that means that 1/16 pounds of suckers will be in each package. And again, for all problems, always ask yourself, does your answer make sense? Okay, we were taking a big bag that weighed 3/4 of a pound, and we're splitting all of it up into smaller bags. 1/16 is smaller than 3/4, okay, so that makes sense that our answer should be smaller than what we started with. As always, if you have any questions over this video, be sure to jot those down so you can ask those the next time you see me in class. And until then, have a nice day. You're all wonderful people.